Oh, Brody Malibu shuts him up the hard way.
Brody Malibu from behind while Pete Powers is addressing the audience here in Calgary. As I mentioned off the top, Brody Malibu, a free man after our last big live event here in Calgary. Brody Malibu and Brady Malibu had a bit of a disagreement that was punctuated by a few right hands from Brody.
Well, you know, Brady was holding him down, you know. Sometimes you just got to cut your losses.
Battling it out on the floor. Big scoop and a drop down onto that guardrail by Pete Powers.
Let me tell you, that guardrail wins every time.
Dumped across into the front row. If Joey Styles was here, he would say it's Take a Malibu home night tonight here at the Century Casino. Out into the crowd.
Come on, Connie Fitzpatrick should get some order in this match. What the?
Garbage can down across the back of Brody Malibu. Hopefully we can keep the cameras on this action. They may end up outside in the bathroom. Lethbridge, who knows?
Oh,
hard slam down onto that concrete floor. Pete Powers laying a beating on Brody Malibu. Up into those covered seats.
No.
Fans are loving this. Powers climbing up onto that retaining wall.
Well, good thing that wall didn't break. That would have been a quick dump on his head. He took a chance on that one.
Unbelievable leap off of that barrier wall down onto Brody Malibu. And this match may be over before he even gets in the ring.
I don't even know if the bells ring. Obviously not, since Connie's letting this action go.
Down into that guardrail one more time, and now back into the ring. There's the bell. Apparently this match is now underway. Unbelievable. And even after all that punishment, Malibu able to fight back with the rake of the eyes.
With that Greco-Roman eye lock.
Reversal into the rope, up and over goes Malibu.
Look at the agility.
Side Russian leg sweep, nicely done. Brody Malibu may be out of the shadows of Brady, but he hasn't changed his tune one bit. Pearl harboring Pete Powers to start off this match, but he paid dearly for it.
Well, it looks like he's on top now.
Hard kick right to the ribs.
Booting that newly tattooed arm, that's got to bring some pain to him.
Absolutely. Back to the eyes one more time. Connie Fitzpatrick issuing a warning.
Well, Connie just doesn't know that old wrestling style,
the Greco-Roman eye lock, right?
Greco-Roman eye lock, you know it.
Fired off into the ropes. Oh, Malibu went for the clothesline. The much larger Powers went nowhere. Hard elbows in the corner. Burying those feet right into the midsection. Connie Fitzpatrick issuing the count. He's got to get him out of the corner. Reverses that whip into the opposite corner. Powers goes charging in but eats an elbow.
Oh.
Power slam by Pete Powers. Cover. Only a 2 count. Powers able to take him over into that power slam out of the corner. Feeding those elbows.
The reversal.
Versus the Irish whip. Telegraphing that backdrop, and he ate a boot for it.
What
hard
a beauty of a back elbow.
Nicely done. Malibu into the cover. Only a 2 count. What do you think Brady Malibu needs to do to defeat a much larger man than Pete Powers?
Well, I think what he's doing right now is pretty good. You know, he stays on his opponent. He's working the body parts, you know, working that shoulder and that arm, putting that chokehold on him now.
That reverse chin lock. Malibu able to catch his breath while trying to squeeze the breath out of his opponent. Nicely done.
Look at that, he's tapping. And this match, ref, clearly this is a miscarriage of justice.
Powers trying to rally the fans back to his feet. Right hand trying to fight his way to that hole.
Oh, yeah. What a move.
What a move. He grabbed him by the hair or the eyes. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't legal, whatever it was.
Whatever it takes to get the job done. You know, that old wrestling style comes into play more often than you'd think.
Old school chic, right?
Old school chic,
right.
you know.
Powers on his knees, exchanging strikes with Brody Malibu.
He's got him reeling, pulls him back up.
Up to his feet, into the buckle. Thank you again for joining us here at PWA Genesis. For all of your PWA needs, you can check us out online at pwawrestling.ca, as well on the Twitter machine at PWA Wrestling CA. Malibu shot into the corner, reversed it. Oh, hard into the buckle. Brody Malibu showing off some power.
Boy, that ref, she sure needs to learn her wrestling moves.
A foot to the throat is not a legal wrestling move. You know that as well as I do.
Foot to the throat. I clearly saw a toe hold right there.
A toe hold?
A toe hold.
I see, okay. Was it a Greco-Roman toe hold?
Yeah, the Greco-Roman throat toe.
All right, well, you need to teach me these moves
well,
when we get off the air here.
Everybody's interested in the new school. They forget the old school.
Snapmare takes him over with a foot. Right between the shoulder blades. And now he's going to bury his knee in that same spot, pull back on the chin. Figure out his next offense while he delivers some punishment to Pete Powers.
Well, Brody Malibu's a smart man. You know, he puts Pete in holds where he, you know, the work for Brody is minimized, but the pain is always great for Pete Powers.
Absolutely. Expert commentary here delivered by
the Sheik, the #1 Arabian wrestler in PWA. Oh.
Nice drop toe hold, raining down strikes upon the back of the head of Pete Powers. Cover.
Brody Malibu's constantly outsmarting that Petey Powers. You know, a little bit of cockiness can cost you a lot in this business.
Gotta make sure you hook those legs, arguing the cadence of the referee's count. An argument you will never win. Cinching him up for what looks like a vertical suplex. Trying to take him over.
Oh, he's blocking it, it seems. Oh, this is not where Brody wants to be.
Blocking that suplex and replies with one of his own. Tremendous power shown by the man named Pete Powers.
Well, you know, it's all in the name, I guess they say.
Well, it's not just a clever nickname, absolutely.
But he sure isn't smart. Should have went for the cover there. Always letting your opponent breathe is never a good idea.
Brody Malibu back to his feet. Hard clothesline. Back elbow sends him down to the mat. Up into the fireman's carry. Malibu able to shift his weight back down to his feet. It looks like Powers went for a shoulder tackle. Didn't get as much as he wanted. Unable to get the 3 count there. Pete Powers playing to the fans here.
You know, that's his problem. Always worried about what other people think.
Hard right hand and a drop kick sends Powers into the buckle. Walks right into that backdrop driver suplex. Nicely done. Cover, still no hook of the leg, only a 2. Gotta hook those legs, right, Sheik?
You gotta hook those legs, hook the neck if you have to. Sit on his neck. Whatever it takes to get that pin.
Did you hook the neck of Hollywood Dusty Dots tonight after that devastating burning hammer?
No, I dropped him on his head and that's all she was. Oh, look at that power of Pete. Oh.
Fall away slam, nicely done.
Just like the bad guy.
Floats over into a cover, but only a 2 again. Now Powers arguing the cadence of the referee's count here. Maybe a little frustration showing. Powers signaling he looks like he's heading to the top rope.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Pete Powers very adept at the high-risk maneuvers for a man of his size, but we're not going to get to see one.
Oh, it's time to make some jam.
down, crotch first across that metal turnbuckle. Malibu looks like he's going to try to go in for the kill now. Up on the middle rope, looks like he's looking for that superplex.
In the high rent district.
Going to be hard to take the man over. Powers able to fight out with some shots to the ribs. Forearms right to the chin. Not able to knock him off that rope. Now successful in getting him off. Powers up to the top.
Oh,
down with the frog splash.
Oh, it hurt him too much.
Unbelievable impact on that frog splash. Unable to follow up with the cover. Both men are down. Powers able to make his way back to his feet.
Why isn't he going for the pin?
Huge frog splash.
That could be the old downfall.
Up into that fireman's carry position.
Oh, jeez.
Connie Fitzpatrick taking a boot to the face. Here's the cover. Connie looks like she's not able to make the count. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe she got a boot to the eye. I'm not sure. Low blow. Low blow by Brody Malibu with a leaping DDT. Connie Fitzpatrick back to her feet. She's over. 1, 2, 3. Unbelievable. Brody Malibu steals a victory from Pete Powers. You can't agree with the methods, but nonetheless, Brody Malibu getting the victory. Brody Malibu getting the victory.
Yeah, he sure did. He did one of those old school roll-ups and a DDT there, you know.
Coming up next, your main event of the evening.